Kia ora everyone, my name is Zach, aka The Green Baron, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for showing support over the last few videos. It does mean a lot, and I am getting very close to 100 subscribers, so if you aren't already subscribed, please consider subscribing if you are interested in the content. And if you haven't seen my channel before, go check out some of my other videos. I've got videos on a lot of reviews. This is the first video I've done in like a month without me doing a review of a product, which is kind of insane. But yeah, I guess this video, if you haven't seen the title already, is amalgamation of where to find good information on medical cannabis here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and especially about medical cannabis here in Aotearoa. Something that is kind of few and far between. There's a lot of misinformation going around, there's a lot of weird information going around, especially in media. A lot of the stuff when you search and actively look for information, it comes up with a lot of media, a lot of news sites, stuff like that. So something we don't really want to focus on when thinking about medical cannabis. So yeah, first off, let's just get straight into it. The first site or source of information I want to talk about is Cannabis Clinic. Now, if you are unaware, haven't seen my first video I ever posted on this channel, I am a patient here with Cannabis Clinic. Also, sorry if you hear some really bad background noise. There is what appears to be a crane directly outside my window. It's probably got a little bit loud, but I've tried to minimize noise as much as possible. Anyways, back to the thing. Cannabis Clinic is my clinic of choice. Well, it's the clinic that I chose to go with to become a patient. And first off, they have really great information sources on there. Especially information on specific conditions, which is really good. So if you have any of the common medically treated, medical cannabis treated conditions such as Parkinson's, issues with treatments in cancer and stuff like that, they have really good information on how medical cannabis can help you and the sort of products you should look into more to help you with your conditions. They have a blog as well on their site. Sorry, I am reading off a script if you see me looking down a little bit. They have a blog as well, which is also a great source of information and is constantly being updated with new information, and also just interviews with some of the doctors, just talks and chats with some of the doctors and people and big people in the community, researchers, scientists, everything you sort of really want to know about medical cannabis you can quite easily find on the Cannabis Clinic website, which is really great. They also have a free nurses assessment as a part of their service. So if you are interested in knowing if medical cannabis can help you and you do qualify for medical cannabis, go book a free nurses assessment. As I said, it is free. You're not losing anything besides maybe 10 minutes of your time. And it allows you to chat with them. They can also better tell you which doctor you should look into talking to, as some doctors can be more experienced in certain areas than others, sort of know better what to prescribe to you than others, yada yada yada. And some doctors are just better at breaking down things for you, or better with certain people. So yeah, next one, of course, continuing with the line of clinics, we're going to go with Green Doctors. Now, Green Doctors is the other main cannabis clinic out there at the moment. Besides main Cannabis Clinic themselves, Green Doctors is the other one. Pretty great, pretty similar service. They are cheaper in terms of actually going and getting a prescription, but I'm not doing a review on the actual clinic, I'm doing their information. Now, last time I checked, their FAQ page looked somewhat unfinished. They are actively, by the looks of it and what their website's looking, getting into more putting information on their site and making information more readily available to consumers. But as of now, well, as of last time I checked, not really enough of information for me to say they're one of the best sources. But honestly, keep checking them. They will get updated 100%, and from what I've heard from some of their patients, they are incredibly knowledgeable, so some great information should be coming out of them somewhat soon. Next one is, of course, the health.gov website. Now, if you aren't aware, with New Zealand, we have a lot of information about our certain treatment plans on the health.gov website. Cannabis is no different. On there, you can see all the different regulations and laws surrounding what it does mean to be a medical cannabis patient in New Zealand, as well as some of the different products you can be searching for, such as the different CBD oils, different cannabis flower, and all sorts of other products that are constantly being updated. Some of them are the products you see on the site can be kind of hard to find and aren't very common to find, so don't go there before getting a prescription and look and go like, I want that one, that one, and that one, because some of them you're probably not going to be able to find. Use it more as an information source for different things, especially relating to the legal side of it, the part we are all very familiar with if you have been using medical cannabis prior to becoming a legal patient, or you are currently not a legal patient but using medical cannabis. Next one is probably the greatest source available out right now, and that is the Medical Cannabis Reddit. Now, a lot of my audience is from here and is very active in the Medical Cannabis Reddit, and that is great. For me, this is the place I went to in search of information before becoming a patient. And it has awesome information. It has detailed lists on different price points, different pharmacies. It has detailed information on certain things about what it's like being a medical cannabis patient. You can communicate with other patients as well, because if you aren't aware, medical cannabis should and is a very community-based treatment. It's very personal, so different people can find different things to work differently for them. Talking to people and patients who have tried different things for the same or similar conditions to what you have is a really great source of information and allows you to gain more of an insight into what and how medical cannabis may affect you. And overall, yeah, it's just a really cool community to be able to just be a part of the pioneering frontier of medical cannabis as an industry in New Zealand, as the consumers, not just the people who running these businesses, scientists, stuff like that. It's cool to talk to people who are pretty much everyday people. You even may know some people that are on there that you might not know are medical cannabis patients. It's pretty cool. And it also is, I do know for a fact that there are some people in the cannabis industry and cannabis space in New Zealand that are present on the medical cannabis subreddit, so asking questions on there, they can even answer, but also patients can answer. So that's a really great information sharing source. Righto, the next two are somewhat newer ones that I've put on. If you don't know, I tried to make this video a while ago, pretty much at the start of the channel. This was meant to be my third video, and I was unable to sort of get around to it. I don't know, wasn't able to be as fluent as I am speaking to you now. I wasn't as comfortable in front of a camera. But the next one is Cannaplus. I think there's a clinic, I can't remember. I've only checked out their learning center. I haven't really been shopping around at many clinics recently, being a patient. But the learning center is really, really cool. In terms of the information, how they lay it out for you. It's really easy to digest, really easy to look at. And yeah, it's just another website in your arsenal of information for learning, and if you have questions, to sort of delve into those questions better. And the final one on my main list of great information source is something that the guy at VapeMate, who supplied me with the products I've been reviewing over the last time, recommended to me, and I checked them out and they are awesome. They are called Hired NZ, I believe. Hold up, let me just quickly open. It is an Instagram page that has popped up. Yeah, Higher Education NZ, and it is a Instagram page directly catering to learning and teaching people about medical cannabis in super easy to digest, small format videos, which, yeah, is just great. I'd love seeing people doing stuff like that, because for me, I go to uni and actively learn about botany, but I know a lot of you don't have this background in science like I do, so being able to digest small forms of information like this, especially relating to New Zealand, is awesome. And I yeah, kudos to you for doing the work. I've heard great things about you from VapeMate if you are watching. So yeah, and I'd love to chat with you a bit more about your story about getting into this. But anyways, next thing I have is more of just shout outs of stuff. A few things that are just cool that I found. Leafly, everyone in the cannabis space sort of knows Leafly. They are a American site which caters to sharing information about specific strains, but also gathers a lot more strain and a lot more information from an international scale. That and it's also a lot of patient interaction happens through Leafly. So a lot of people, well, not just patient but consumer. So a lot of people who use Leafly, who actively participate in their sort of surveying, and it's almost, you can go on, you can look up a strain and there'll be people recommending you the strain, there'll be information about the strain, it'll tell you how the strain sort of generally has a feel. So I, for instance, looked up Shishkaberry before I tried it. Has a high paranoia thing. Personally, I don't get paranoid, but I have heard of people getting quite paranoid of Shishkaberry. And that is something to take into account. So if you are looking to get a new strain of cannabis flower, look on Leafly for information on that. The next one is the Discord. Now, I post my videos all the time. I link them in the Discord. It's not a very big community as of now, but hopefully should be able to grow it a little bit with this video. Yeah, it's just a great source of information to interact with other patients on an easier, just messaging scale. But yeah, sorry about the cut there if you have seen some of my videos. I do explain why I have to cut. Anyways, finally, VapeMate NZ. Now, VapeMate is a retailer of dry herb vapes in New Zealand. They did supply me with the last ones, and I may sound like I'm like selling out to them a little bit, but honestly, their website has really great information on using dry herb vapes. Something that is recommended to us by the government and is the healthier alternative instead of standard smoking. Now, a lot of you already vape. I've seen that in the comments of my last reviews. But if you aren't yet vaping, check out VapeMate for information on, yeah, just overall how it can affect your life. Maybe it makes you better. Maybe it's something that works better out for you than traditional smoking methods, joints, bongs, yada yada yada. But overall, yeah, great source of information on there. But anyways, I guess that's it. If I spoke a little bit fast, I probably did, but I was trying to sound as less ummy and ah-y as I am when I film these videos. I mean, when I review vapes and stuff, it's fine. But when I'm trying to speak fluently to you, I know it's a bit off-putting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, yada yada yada. As I say all the time, I do feel like a knob still. Still getting used to this whole talking to a camera thing. Anyways, yeah, and also sorry about the sound again. But yeah, see you on the next one. Laters.